What's up, nerds? Welcome to Nerding Around, where we dive deep into the latest gaming gems. Today, we are exploring Breachway, developed by Edgeflow Studios and published by Hooded Horse. This is Edgeflow's first game, and Hooded Horse has published 10 games so far. I actually own 4 of them. Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, which went full release in June of this year, Clanfolk, which is in early access, Nebulous Fleet Command, also in early access, and my most recent purchase, thank you Steam Summer Sale, Manor Lords, which released in April of this year, also in early access. Now if you want to see what other games they have, I will leave a link in the pinned comment below. So what kind of game is Breachway? It's a strategy sci-fi roguelike deck builder. I know that's a mouthful, but let me explain. Which means it's a type of card game. For those of you unfamiliar with the term, a roguelike game typically features procedurally generated levels, turn-based gameplay, and permanent death of the player's character, which means every playthrough can be quite different, and losing a character can be a significant setback. Now, let's talk about some of the key features and mechanics. Right off the bat, the demo featured a plot with a fleshed out story and some interesting characters. You are the captain of a ship called the Magpie. You and your crew members have been out looking for salvage, and nothing of value has turned up until an explosion is detected by your ship. As daring salvagers looking for a payday, you head out to that explosion hoping to find something of value so that this salvage mission was not a waste of time. When you arrive, you're greeted by a more aggressive salvage group willing to do harm to your ship and crew for the score. You and your crew eventually make it to what appears to be a wrecked station, and inside a black box, containing information that could be worth more than the crew could imagine. Now you must make your way to friendly space by avoiding pirates, scavengers, and the like who are hunting you for that data core. Now let's go ahead and talk about the Magpie. The Magpie is a mining salvage ship. While it's not really built for combat, it can be outfitted with different abilities, so you're not entirely defenseless. There are 3 systems on this ship, each controlled by a crew member. The Modified Cutter, which is your offensive weapon, the Modified Shield, which provides defense abilities, and Engineering, where you can add extra damage or increase your energy output. Now, according to the store page, link will be in the pinned comment as well, there are multiple chassis to choose from, and each of these chassis come with its own particular set of cards. Crew members who can be recruited or found as you play through the game have unique abilities and help out with buffs. They also have their own unique personalities, adding to the drama of the story and battles. The game map is quite large, providing many options and also opportunities to find hidden gems, whether that be new crew members or powerful weapons. Crew and resource management are the center of gameplay. Diplomacy is also mentioned on the store page, though I didn't experience that in the demo. Resource management is based on the level and type of reactor on your ship, determining the energy pool you have for abilities like raising shields and attacking. Resources are generated each turn based on energy output. In the demo, I experienced 2 types of resources. Alright guys, really quick, I have to interrupt the video because there was something that I noticed as I was editing. So off the cuff, I totally missed a couple more resources. The first resource was credits. You earn credits at the end of every engagement, so you're able to spend those credits to buy upgrades or upgrade your ship on the fly, which means that you can upgrade your reactor, okay? Increasing your reactor size will also increase the energy output that you put out per turn, alright, which gives you more options and more things to do on your turn, which is great, right? And this also gives you the ability to increase the mass, which is another resource. By increasing the mass, you increase the hull of the ship, alright, your HP, which is a good thing, but also it can accrue you with negative effects such as you will take more damage. Right? Because you're a bigger ship, you're not going to be as agile as a smaller ship or a lightweight ship. So, it's something that you have to kind of fine tune and balance. And when you decide to do that, right? So, sorry, again, I apologize. If I find any more information, I'll throw in another interruption, but hopefully I think this is the only one. Alright guys, catch you later. energy, and ordnance, which is used for larger weapons like rockets, missiles, and powerful beam attacks. One cool highlight is that every battle you win, you get to select different cards and add them to your deck. Now, as of now, you can only select one card, but this could change based on crew members or conditions met after battle. These cards can include stronger attacks, introducing new offensive capabilities like rockets and missiles, amplifying your shields, adding another shield card to your deck, or maybe adding extra energy for powerful attacks, or locking onto enemy ships to increase your damage the next turn. There seems to be a lot of possibilities in how you build your deck each time you play, which adds to the replay value of Breachway. The right order of operations can be the difference between a powerful alpha strike that obliterates a weaker enemy ship, or an impenetrable defensive stack that buys you more time to chip away at a tough enemy. You can also hack into enemy equipment to overheat their ships, overwhelm their point defense systems, and devise unique combinations to dominate space combat. Overall, I was thoroughly impressed with the game. I have a few roguelike games myself, and they are fun, but can be daunting. These games require you to pay close attention to where you place certain individuals, manage resources on the fly, and be prepared. And I cannot stress that enough. Be really prepared to lose a character that you've grown attached to. But this is what makes the games so rewarding. When you survive a tough battle, the sense of accomplishment is immense. The demo had me really panicking at some parts, unsure if I would even survive, which added to the thrill. I am definitely looking forward to adding this game to my library. Now, it seems like there's nothing but praise here, but honestly, this is really a good demo. Probably one of the best demos that I have actually experienced in a long time. Now, were there bugs? Yeah, absolutely. I didn't personally experience them, but looking through the community tab on Steam on day one of launch, the developer was hard at work fixing issues that were being reported and rolling out updates. This could be the reason why I did not experience any bugs as I played, so the developers get a high mark from me. One thing I can complain about, and it's more likely an operator error rather than the game itself. Now remember, here at Nerding Around, we don't just play games, we play them horribly. So with that said, I did have my moments where I was not cycling attacks and only getting shields to beef up my defenses. This could be my fault because there is a cooldown before cards reshuffle into your deck. This goes into making sure you are watching what you're doing, because it could have ended up badly for me. One cool tactic that I thoroughly enjoyed was the ability to attack subsystems to disable their attacks, or to get rid of their shield systems altogether. It really makes you plan out your attacks effectively, and if not always successful, so you need to make sure that your weapons can pull it off. The one moment that probably stands out to me was towards the end of the demo, when we retrieved the data core that had some information desperately sought after by many factions, which will be introduced in the game. As we neared the end of the story, we were intercepted by a gunship piloted by some pirates. This was a serious situation as we were outgunned. Almost every attack we made seemed to only slow what would be our inevitable defeat. I targeted their subsystems to delay their attacks, but for what seemed like 5 minutes of sheer panic, but in reality was only about a minute or so. Which goes to show you how fast the turns are. We were eventually saved by another faction just as we were close to having our hull ripped apart. In conclusion, the game is definitely going on my wish list, no question about it. The game is set to release this month, but the community is concerned it might be pushed back. Many are hopeful it will be mid-July. Now, if you're into strategy, sci-fi, and deck building, I highly recommend keeping an eye on Breachway. Now, without further ado, guys, thank you for watching. I'm Jason from Nerding Around, where we don't just play games, we play them horribly. Take care of yourself and each other. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.